Visit ccgcastle.com and get 5% discount on your purchase with TCG Center 5 code. Check video description or visit CCG Castle for more.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to a Rogue Deck Building channel. In today's video, we'll be looking at Feraligatr Ribombee deck for the standard format, Downpour ability, and 160 HP Feraligatr, pretty much reprinted version from the Neo Revolution. If something that you like during your turn, you might discard a water energy from your hand, and then with the Riptide you can just hit for 2 water energies for 10 plus 20 for each energy you have in your discard pile, and then you need to shuffle those energies back into your deck. Yeah, it's pretty cool, I mean, to have that reprinted Feraligatr in play with that Ribombee Honeygather ability, which says, as long as during your turn you might search your deck for up to 2 basic energy cards, reveal them and put them into your hand. And then you can simply discard them with that Downpour ability. Also, Viridian Forest will help us, as well as some Ultra Ball cards and Zebstrika to discard even more energies from our hand. And this is the pretty much deck strategy. I mean, unfortunately, in theory this deck looks strong, but on the paper it's a little bit harder to get it to work perfectly. And since the current meta is just way too strong with those GX Pokemons, it's a little bit way too hard for Feraligatr to do something serious, because it's just way too slow and there is not too many space for Aqua Patch cards and stuff like that. So moving on to the Pokemon lineup, we're gonna find one Ditto, which is here basically to evolve either way into Ribombee or maybe into Zebstrika. It cannot go into Feraligatr since I'm not playing a Croconaw, and I only decided to go with 4 Totodiles and 4 Feraligatrs with the Rare Candy. One Zebstrika, as I mentioned, 2 Jirachis, Tapu Lele, and 4/4 Totodile with the Leer, who can also paralyze our opponent, and Feraligatr that I mentioned earlier, and as well one Volcanion with the Jet Gazer, who can also be used as a attacker with the Sonoblast. From the item cards, I'm playing 2 Aqua Patch cards that I can have that extra energy accelerated to Feraligatr if it's necessary, 2 Nazball and 4 copies of Ultra Ball for the Pokemon Surge, as well as 4 copies of Rare Candy, 1 Rescue Stretcher, 2 copies of Viridian Forest, and 2 of each Choice Band and Escape Board for extra damage and retreat. 1 less retreat, so theoretically I can retreat for free with Ditto, Ribombee, Zebstrika, Jirachi, and also with Tapu Lele and Totodile, as long as my opponent does not have that annoying Absol on the bench. Moving on to the support lineup, we're gonna find 4 Cynthias, 2 Erikas, and 2 Lillies for the draw, and 3 copies of Guzma so we can catch something from our opponent bench, and last but not least, 12 water energies in this build. So I think that's fairly decent amount of energies. I mean, with 10 energies in discard pile and 2 on Feraligatr, so in the best possible scenario you can hit for 240 with a Choice Band and 1 hit knockout. Something like Pikazekrom. We can't 1 hit knockout, for example, Venusaur. It's just way too hard. But those decks are actually much stronger than this deck, and this is just, you know, for the casual gaming. If you're, you know, a big fan of the Feraligatr, and if you're looking forward for the deck list, maybe this can actually help you out. So yeah, make sure to hit the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more videos if you already didn't. So yeah, see you in the game. Alright, so looks like I'm gonna start second, which is actually not the worst thing in the world if I'm gonna play versus Zapdos and Jirachi. Oh, but I'm playing versus Pikazekrom, which might be a little bit tricky, especially if my opponent can power up that Pikazekrom turn 2 for that massive full blitz. However, I have Ultra Ball available, meaning that I can get rid of some of the energies from my hand in exchange to grab myself a 1 copy of a Jirachi, then I can go with the Stellar Wish. And meanwhile, I can also play that Cynthia. So there are a couple different options available for me at the turn 1 to go with them. But as it looks right now, I think that probably the best one should be to go. Yeah, he definitely puts that Picozachrum already in play. Oh, what a nice top deck. That was a Ditto. And we're gonna take a look if we have Zebstrika. Yes, we have. Alright. So, gonna go with Jirachi, and I'm gonna go with Energy Attachment and that Cynthia play. Oof, this is complete disaster here. Still I can retreat. Still I can Stellar Wish, maybe into the Nest Ball, maybe not. I think I'm gonna grab another copy of Ultra Ball there. So Ultra Ball for something like, I don't know, let it be another energy card, and yeah, let it also be a Viridian Forest into one Cutiefly, and more than that. For now, I would also like to have another Totodile in play, but if I do that, the risk is very huge, so I'm rather not gonna do that. I'm just gonna pass my turn for now onto my opponent and see what he can dig with the Stellar Wish. Now, one Guzma is all he really needs here. Then he can definitely catch my Totodile. So he also plays Aether Paradise, and I discarded my Viridian Forest, and he played Cynthia luckily there, so without Escape Board I might even survive this following turn, which is a good thing, but still I need to deal up with that Aether Paradise. Now there's a switch card, and it's probably also going to be a energy included as well. Oh, let loose. Alright, so what a disaster this is. This is such a disaster that I don't even know what to say about it. I mean, that let loose actually destroys my opportunities here to do anything. Literally, this is just ridiculous how bad I drew with it. Yeah, and there's even a Nest Ball, which can just be a Jirachi for that Stellar Wish. Unfortunately, I cannot retreat. I need to pay one retreat cost, which I definitely will do. And then I'm gonna evolve, and then I'm gonna hope to pull maybe a Drow Supporter with the Stellar Wish here. Not a Guzma actually. But I'm guessing that Guzma might even work. Might even not work, so I'm gonna grab myself that Rescue Stretcher. This is really bad because next turn my opponent is probably sniping my bench anyways. Yeah, this game is definitely over. I'm gonna grab myself some energies if I can get them. That Marshadow actually completely destroys me there. I'm not gonna even have a chance to set up here. That's for sure. I mean, I'm gonna lose my Totodile. It is how it is. I can't deal with that anymore, so this game is done, obviously. But let's just try to play till the end. Maybe we can still do something. So Tag Bolt, 200 on Jirachi, and actually he rather decided to go with a Ditto. Okay. So I guess I'm rather gonna do that. I'm rather gonna go with that option. And the Cynthia top deck. So we're gonna go with a Cynthia as the top deck. Yep. Close but not enough. Stellar Wish into Rare Candy, or maybe not. So I don't have Rare Candy. I have only one option available, and that's to just grab some more energies here and to set maybe another Totodile in play while I can. So yeah, I'm discarding a lot of resources. I don't have a Drow Supporter for next turn, but I decided to take the risk there by letting my opponent to knock that Jirachi out. 7 energies, that's only 140. 150, 180 with the Choice Band. I can go up to 180. We're gonna probably see anyways there a Guzma play. So there's even a Tender Mountain, which won't change things dramatically, but still. I think things would definitely go in a different direction if my opponent didn't have that Let Loose. That Let Loose actually destroys me completely. I mean, I couldn't recover from that Let Loose play, and there's a full blitz, so we're gonna have 8 energies right now in this pile, but still I need to charge 2 onto my Feraligatr anyways. I don't even have Feraligatr yet in play, so it's really difficult to get even one in play. Then again, Stellar Wish into the... a very risky Lillie play. A very risky Lillie play, I should say that. A very risky Lillie play, and that risky play actually didn't pay off, so we're gonna go with Escape Board right there, and we're gonna pass the turn. I'm expecting to see probably another Guzma play next turn, this turn from my opponent's side of the field. I decided to gamble, maybe trying to find myself a Rare Candy and a couple more cards. No, he just full blitzed me there. Alright, fair enough. So I guess I can retreat for free with my Cutiefly right now. And I can potentially Erika Hospitality if the top deck will be good. And unfortunately, that's the only option right now available, and still question remains, can I even one-hit knock on my opponent there, or that's just gonna be it? I think it will probably be it. 7 energies, and I can downpour 1 more from my hand, and I can theoretically grab some. Nope. 8 energies, 2 energies priced, so that's like 170, 200, so I can pull up for like 200, right? And that's literally it. Riptide for 200, short for like a 40. Didn't even have enough for the knockout there, so 12 energies seems to be a little bit too less in this situation, so yeah. 180, he definitely knocks me out there, and that's the GG. So couldn't actually resist to my opponent Pikachu's Acrom in this matchup, so we're definitely gonna try to play one more game and see if we're gonna be a little bit more luckier. Alright, so coming back with the game number 2, and still waiting my opponent for that coin flip, so we can see who's gonna start first. I won the coin flip, and I will try to open the game by going first. Definitely not the smartest option in the world, especially if you're starting versus deck like Zapdos and Jirachi, but it is how it is. Alright, so no basic Pokemon. This time I have Cutiefly, that's the good way to start this game, as well as Totodile. There's a Viridian Forest already for me, so I can discard some of the energies from my hand, theoretically, into my discard pile, which I will definitely do. Okay, so I have 9, 10, 11. 1 energy is prized. Okay, fair enough. Cynthia. And this looks amazing, so I'm gonna grab myself Jirachi. Other one unfortunately is prized, and with another copy of Nazball I'm gonna go for no sign of the Ditto. Ditto is actually prized, so let it be another Cutiefly. And first things first, let's see what we can pull with that Stellar Wish. Just another Ultra Ball. Wow, that hurts my eyes actually, meaning that I'm gonna go for that Tapu Lele there. Actually, I shouldn't grab maybe another Cutiefly and play. Maybe I should play safe with 2 Totodiles. The main idea was just to bench that Ditto on the bench, so yeah, I mean, also I didn't get Draw Supporter with that. Stellar Wish anyways, so hopefully my opponent won't be able to snipe that Totodile on the bench turn 1. If he do that, then the game is pretty much almost over. So there's a Pikazekrom again, but this time a little bit different version of it. This time my opponent is playing it with a Raikou. So Raikou will actually rotate out of the standard. And there's the Ultra Ball, so if he can throw some of the lighting energies, he can get the advantage with Booming Thunder, attaching them back on that Pikachu Zekrom. Meanwhile, I can play my Tapu Lele, and I can either way grab myself Erika or Lillie, and then I can draw some extra resources there. It all depends how many Pokemons on the bench my opponent will have. Yeah, Lillie turn 1 is the best draw supporter literally ever printed. You can draw cards until you have 8 in your hand. Professor Sycamore, Professor Juniper, discard hand drop 7, right? But with Lillie, if you have no cards in your hand and if it's your turn 1, you can draw up to 8, you know, so you're drawing 8 cards, and that's the best you can get. The only better supporter in theory is Colress, because Colress can draw 1 card for each Pokemon on the bench, both you and your opponent. So theoretically, when it was in the standard format, he was allowed to go for like 10. In expanded you can go up to 16, which is insane. Oh, what a top deck that was! That was insane top deck. So I have actually 2 options available. The first one is to Stellar Wish and see if I can maybe get a draw supporter, so I can avoid benching down my Tapu Lele. But I actually have Escape Board, which is not a bad idea at all there. And I'm tempting to get that Escape Board here, and I'm actually thinking about putting down this Tapu Lele, and I didn't pay attention to energies in my discard pile. That's just a little bit too less. I'm gonna go with Lillie for now. And I will see if I can maybe knock this Raikou out theoretically. Yeah, I think I can. So first Honey Gathering, so I can grab some energies, and then theoretically I can play Ultra Ball for free, which is quite amazing, right? So I need another Totodile in play, and ooh, I actually have a better idea here. I can actually take the knockout there. Yeah, I can. 4 energies, and if I will have 6 in my discard pile, 7, that's only 140. Actually, it's not gonna be enough. So yeah, unfortunately I can't have enough for the knockout there. Still I can play that Ultra Ball. And theoretically grab myself a Feraligatr. Alright. Did I do my math correct? I guess I did. Alright, so Rip died for 130. And unfortunately I need to shuffle those energies back, and there's another Jirachi. So I started the game pretty well. I mean, I have a prize advantage over my opponent. He promoted that Pikazekrom to the active position. There's another lighting energy, and if he can find himself a Thunder Mountain, then he can definitely, even better, he can grab a Prism Star Tapu Koko. He can bench it down, and if he have energy switch, then he can use advantage of Full Blitz me for 150, which is unfortunately not enough for the knockout, but he probably have that electric power sitting in his hand. I'm like 99% positive in that. If he don't have, then I might be able to buy myself another turn here, but since I also have 2 Jirachis, well, who knows what else can happen. But I'm also gonna need that Aqua Patch, and since I'm only playing 2 Aqua Patches, things gonna be a little bit more difficult for me actually to win. So we all see that the game number 1 was not the best, because my opponent had that powerful start with his Okay, so he decided to retreat. Well, I have Guzma ready, so imagine that I can theoretically deal some damage to that Picosacrum. Then Marshadow actually destroys me entirely. But right now, when I manage to set up, I actually have a little bit better chance to do something here. I think I'm probably gonna head for like 110 next turn, maybe 140. But 110 is more likely. So yeah, first I'm gonna grab myself some energies. Yeah, quite obvious. I need to play that Guzma first, and I need to attach one energy. I need to play my Honey Gatherer for a couple more energies, and then I will trade energy for another energy, and then I'm gonna play also that Stellar Wish and see what I can get. A Rare Candy. Well, that's the good way to go. I can have another Feraligatr in play, and this is really all I really need. All I really wanted to see. Okay, so I'm gonna use my abilities so I can discard some of the energies from my hand. And that's gonna be it for now. So we're in the range of double hit knockout here for triple prize card, which is not bad. And Riptide, I think I'm hitting for like 110, actually for 90, so I had only 4 energies in the discard pile. Yeah, I mean, 4 energies, not the best thing in the world, but still being able to strike for 90 is not the worst thing in the world. And yeah, this Picosacrum is actually very close to be knocked out. I just need to hit for like 150 more damage. So with the Choice Band and a couple energies in discard pile, theoretically I'm gonna be able to do that. Alright, so one Electric Power and he can full Blitz me there for the knockout. And there's a Volkner, which is probably gonna be for some sort of Nazball and Lighting Energy play. He really wants to have another Picosacrum if it's possible in play. Or maybe something else. Maybe he wants to switch to Zapdos. Maybe he won't. Maybe he just wants to go with another Picosacrum. I know one thing. If I can knock out next turn this Picosacrum, then I can probably win the game, because then I all really need to just Guzma that Tapu Lele for 170, which is much more easier than go for like 240 versus Picosacrum. Still, we're gonna see what's gonna happen. Right now I have 2 extra energies in my discard pile, which is pretty cool thing. And I'm already hitting for 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150. So yeah, I have enough for the knockout, that's for sure. That's for sure. Let's see. Let's first go with that Lillie play. Okay, couple energies. I need... Oh, damn it. Okay, I was hoping literally for another Feraligatr there, which I couldn't get. And that's the bad thing, since I already used my supporter card. Well, well, well. Aqua Patch. He's sniping me for like 170 on the bench with that Tag Bolt. So there's only 1 energy in my discard pile, right? Okay. Plenty of energies. I wish I had that Totodile on the bench. I can still attach energy somewhere. So 2 energies. Alright, so that's 60 and 30 from the Choice Band and 10 from that's 100, 120, 140, 160 if I'm not wrong. So 6, 120, 130, 160, that's like 250. Alright, and I can still attach energy somewhere. So why not at the Tapu Lele? And let's do math one more time. 120, 130, 160. So we actually have enough for the knockout there. go, 160. I shuffle back my energies. I'm drawing 3 prize cards, so Ditto, Energy, and Cynthia, and I'm probably gonna see right now Tag Bolt from the other side for triple prize card, which is only 1 energy and energy switch, or maybe 1 energy and Thunder Mountain. So close, so far I'm very close to win this game. There's the 5th energy, and energy switch or Thunder Mountain is all my opponent really needs so he can snipe my Tapu Lele on the bench. If not, then theoretically I can respond back hitting with my Tapu Lele for maybe 100 or something like that, and meanwhile trying to set maybe another Totodile in play, which would be very, very important. But even worse for my opponent is the fact that he can't even knock me out there without Electro Power or without just, you know, that Tag Ball GX. And that's really bad for him right now. So there is Electro Power. At least he managed to find himself Electro Power. So Naka will be there for sure. And it's just against Feraligatr. Alright, so that's the good thing. That's actually a good thing. But then again, he will be able to also snipe my Totodile on the bench next turn with that Tag Ball GX. So I'm not quite sure how am I supposed to win this game. It is simply impossible, in my opinion, actually, to win this game if I have 2 Totodiles. I'm trying to see if there is actually something that I can do. I mean, I definitely need to get Totodile in play. Ooh, not the Feraligatr. Okay, Stellar Wish is still... Rare Candy? Rare Candy thing. Which I actually don't need. At least not for now. I'm gonna definitely put Ditto on the bench, and what I'm looking to do here is a Honey Gatherer, so I can have greater chance to pull that Zebstrika next turn, which is also gonna be important piece of puzzle there. Trying to thin my hand as much as I can. I mean, Tapu Lele is the only option available for me, so I'm hitting for like 140. And unfortunately, I don't have that Totodile on the bench, which means that my opponent can right now take 3 prize cards and win the game next turn. So yeah, it was a very close game, but still not close enough. That finishing touch with... yeah, I mean... oh, so he decided to go with the Let Loose. I mean, yeah, definitely not gonna change things dramatically. That Let Loose, I mean... the problem is the fact that my opponent is drawing 3 prize cards right now, and I simply can't recover from that, because that full Blitz is giving him a full advantage of triple prize card, and that's like that's literally like he knocked out my... Can I paralyze? I can actually paralyze him with the leader. Do I have better option there? I mean, I don't, so we're gonna try to paralyze him for the win, literally. He definitely needs to go for the Ditto, I mean. He will go for the Ditto, so yeah, triple prize card there. And I'm like 100% positive that he has Guzma laying in his hand anyway, so even if I paralyze him, it won't change things dramatically, right? Did I use my Aqua Patch? Yes, I did. Oof, if I didn't, theoretically Volcanion would win a game. I was so damn close to win this game, and I was literally like, no Aqua Patch. If I play 4 Aqua Patches, I would probably win this game by knocking him out with my Volcanion. But that's just not gonna happen. Rescue Stretcher. Seems like the best option right now. But literally, I'm not gonna use it anyways. Taking another energy into my hand and putting that energy into my Totodile, and we're going basically all in here with that. Actually, I'm also gonna put that Feraligatr into my hand. I need to survive this turn by paralyzing my opponent with my Leer. Can that happen? Unfortunately, nope. So, well played. That was a close game, but unfortunately it was too much for the poor Feraligatr. Who knows if he had that Guzma switch or escape rope available in his hand for the win. I can just speculate if he had it or not. But if I was lucky here with the coin flip, I would probably win the game. But that didn't happen. And unfortunately, at the end, it was just too much for the Feraligatr. 2 Pika Zakrams in a row completely destroyed my Feraligatr. The game number 1 was, you know, much weaker than the game number 2. Game number 2 actually was much better because that game number 1 Marshadow actually destroys me pretty much. And that game number 2, unfortunately, Tapu Lele gave my opponent a huge advantage. So that's the GG. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. So have a nice day and goodbye.